Twin assisters Chris and Cliff Paul set out to unite their fans by creating something everyone could agree on. Having lobbed such ideas as the CP three-legged shorts and a State Farm clipper ship, they finally landed on the perfect answer. The Jordan CP3 ID in Cliff's favorite Argyle. Create your own pair. After all, when it's worn to assist, you know it.
Welcome back to another episode of The Rush. As always, I'm Danny Fry.
And I'm Hannah Duncan. This week we bring you boys basketball highlights against Springfield and County Market Classic games against Quincy, Notre Dame, and Jacksonville. We have girls basketball scoreboards against Richwoods and QND. The Rush also takes you to the mats for the Geneseo Wrestling invite and then heads to the ice rink with the Glenwood hockey team facing Decatur. On today's Rush, the Glenwood dance team and show choir get a little love as well. So now it's time to get the show underway.
Last Friday, the boys basketball team faced off in a CS8 matchup against the Springfield Senators. The Titans also began the County Market Winter Classic at the JHS Bowl in Jacksonville with games against Quincy, Notre Dame, and the host Crimsons. Here as a guest anchor is senior forward Tyler Brown. Tyler, thanks for coming on.
No problem.
Let's go ahead and take a look at this home matchup against the Springfield High Senators. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlight now. Peyton Allen being introduced Friday night, and he's really the leader of this team as he picked up offers from Butler, Nevada over the weekend, Tyler.
Yeah, obviously he's our big scorer and all that, so we look to him when we need big buckets, and he's been really efficient this season, and obviously the college scouts are starting to notice it and give him recognition.
Allen picked up the steal, stumbled. He ended up fighting for the ball and settles for an and-one layup.
At the end of the first, Glenwood's up 14-11. Springfield gets the three ball there by Keon Day, and the Senators really lived or died from behind the arc.
Yeah, they came out and they shot the ball pretty well to start, and then later in the game they started to fall apart and they had no inside game.
Cole Harper there for the rebound. He got the putback leading into halftime. Glenwood led 28-22. Harper had 20 points with a really big effort for you guys.
Yeah, last year he was more of a role player, but this year he's found his groove and he's really scoring the ball a lot better and getting the ball to other players.
Day tried another three, but then Peyton Allen able to haul in the rebound, takes it coast to coast for the layup. And now, here, you'll give it to Peyton Allen. He just does that, Tyler. Just spin move, nasty move, floater's good.
There's no way to stop it. When he goes to the rim, good luck.
The Titans outscored the Senators 14-6 in the third quarter. That's because they really turned on the defense.
Yeah, coach at halftime wasn't pleased with our effort on defense, so second half we came out when we had to get up in them, try to turn them over, stuff like that.
And here, the Senators are able to steal it, and the assist off the backboard to Obadiah Church, who slams it there.
And you know what? Glenwood still too much, though, in the 60-48 win. Peyton Allen with 25 points. You just talked about Obadiah Church. The Springfield senior leader had 16.
So, Tyler, after the 12-point win in Springfield, what was the attitude heading into the County Market Classic this year, moved from Chatham to Jacksonville?
We were pretty happy with our game. We really were focused on our defensive efforts. We've been scoring the ball and getting the shots that we've wanted lately, but we really need to start locking people down.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at these highlights.
Highlights from the opening game of the County Market Winter Classic in Jacksonville.
Starting off, you'll see Peyton Allen here. He will get the dunk, but he'd be on the bench with foul trouble most of the game. So how did you guys try to step up without him?
Well, Peyton, he's a big scorer for us when he's in the game. So when he comes out, it's more we got to get everyone involved and get the ball moving around to other players that don't normally score as much.
And there were some three-point shooters by QND.
Yeah, they came out and shot the ball pretty well.
And QND, though, they took the lead a couple times. You know, they actually took the lead twice in the first half, but they kept answering. It was tied 12-12 after the first quarter. Drew Eden answers a Cole Harper three-ball with his own tray at the end of the first half. Glenwood up 35-26. What did Coach say after that buzzer beater?
He wasn't real happy with our defense once again, but they were hitting a lot of deep threes, stuff like that, so he really wants to get out and contest the shooters, make them feel uncomfortable, and do things that aren't in their comfort zone.
And here the Raiders tried to stay in the game with the baseline drive to the bucket, the shot counts, and the foul for Ritter. Then Peyton Allen, he picked up his fourth foul, but he'll be back in the fourth.
And in the fourth quarter, Allen is back in, and he hits the jumper. And then QND, though, the Raiders trying to answer, trying to keep pace. There's a right wing triple for the freshman Carter Cramsey, but Glenwood still able to hold on for another 12-point victory.
Peyton Allen had 22 points and Cole Harper had 14. Now let's take a look at some post-game interviews.
Winning a game before you come in here gives you a little momentum. Wasn't pleased defensively tonight, but I mean, our offensive execution is getting better, and we're going to have to put the ball in the basket too. But we've got to stop teams to beat teams, so that's the number one thing we got to get better at.
Got 2 wins in a row after a four-game skid, and we definitely need to pick our defense up if we're gonna beat teams that are good offensively, and our offense is getting better.
Can't give up easy buckets. They got to work for everything they get, and we got to defend the lane and do the best we can. And it's an effort thing, and we got to will ourselves through it and got to get it done.
So moving on to Jacksonville, last time you played them, it was a close, pretty sloppy game. So what was the game plan this time going against Jacksonville at their home turf, the Bowl?
We wanted to let them try to knock down as many threes as they could. We had to play one of their shooters pretty tough. Kaufman could shoot the ball well, but our main focus was Blake Hansen's side. He's a handful. He's a big guy coming to go play D1 football, so we're trying to slow him down.
Let's go ahead. He's going to Northwestern there, Division I. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlight now. The Titans and the Crimsons. This from Wednesday night. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlight here. And, 53-52 was the score at home. It was close again at the County Market Classic Wednesday night. Allen will rifle this pass inside to you. He can spread the ball around, too, and you finish inside.
Yeah, he gets a lot of attention, and it's easy for him to find open guys. Just try to slide in there when available.
Jacksonville answered a nice baseline pass underneath to Tyler Ring. Hoop and the harm. The Crimsons really played a physical game. That's what they do.
Yeah, they got to come out. They aren't the most talented group, but they come out and they bring physicality to the game.
Jacksonville's Brady Hayes inside for 2 here. He's the only freshman on their roster, but he contributed 16 points for the game. The Titans will answer with a 3 by Allen from the left wing. Jacksonville led at the half, only by 1 point though, 26-25.
Yeah, and Glenwood led 9-8 at the end of the first quarter as well. But talk about this awareness. Cole Harper keeping the ball inbounds and finishes for 2 court awareness.
Yeah, his court awareness is ridiculous. How well he knows where everyone is on the floor and where to get the ball, stuff like that.
Nick Kaufman dialed up a 3, and Jacksonville kept up a solid pace, leading 37-34 heading into the fourth.
The Titans would rally back though and go on a 6-0 run. Here the ball is batted around, and Harper's off to the races, really using his speed as that floater falls.
And big fourth quarter, Anna.
Yep, as big fourth quarter for the Titans, as Peyton Allen here will pull a spin move and knocks down the baseline jumper. He also converted 15 of 17 free throw attempts, including 8 consecutive in the last 38 seconds of the game.
Just clutch all the way around. That's why they were the finish in the fourth. Titans win 54-49. Allen 34, Blake Hans 22. Here's some post-game sound.
As a leader, I got to bring effort, energy, and focus every single day to practice and games, and that's what I did today, and everybody followed, and we played a good game. Jacksonville's a physical team. They're a good team. I think they're underrated. We came in here, got a big road win, and it's huge for us. Hopefully we can keep rolling and keep going in this tournament.
All right, Tyler, thanks for coming on. Good luck tonight against Rochester.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Got some tough games over the weekend as
well.
Yeah. Thanks,
yes, sir.
Tyler. The Titans travel back on I-72 West tonight to battle Rochester at 6:30 tonight and play 2 games tomorrow at the Bowl at 10 a.m. against the Taylorville Tornadoes, and again tomorrow at the County Market Classic finale at 8 o'clock against the Lincoln Railers.
The Titan Wrestlers went up north to face 20 other schools in the Geneseo Invite last Friday and Saturday. Let's take a look at the highlight. So starting off, we're going to see one of the first matches of the day with J.D. Turner. He's in the 145 class. You're just going to see what an athlete he is here, battling with Dylan Conway of Chicago Heights Marion. It's pretty calm at first, but then look at Turner with the slam on the mat. Then he proceeds to ride Conway. Conway will try to get J.D. on his back, but he's able to use his strength to keep him where he wants him, and he wins that match by a 3-0 decision, and he'll get 6th place.
He was the only placer for the Titans. Moving on to 152, Mason Kaler starts off strong on the mat against Tyler Mackesy of Palos Hills Stags. Almost gets him on his back with the assuring endurance right here to get above him. Mackesy tries to get his grip off of him. Then look at Mason. The attempt at a slam didn't quite work out though.
And J.D. Resch here, he gets thrown on the ground, but he'll stand up for a point. And he as well almost gets pinned twice, as we see here, but he'll be able to do a roll to get out of it. Just what a match by Resch and his opponent, Matt Glenn of New Lenox Providence. A really good, strong effort by both, but unfortunately, J.D. Resch will lose that match 8-4.
And the Titans as well not faring too well. This is out of 21 teams up at Geneseo. Bettendorf won with a score of 231.50. Normal Community in last of 15.50. And there's Chatham Glenwood in 19th with 22 points.
Tomorrow, the Titan Wrestlers will be here at GHS facing Carbondale, Niles Notre Dame, Granite City, and Rock Island. Matches will begin bright and early at 11 a.m. It's time to take our first commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you hockey highlights against Decatur, along with a feature on the Glenwood dance team and girls basketball results. We'll be right back after these words. Stay tuned.
Fat Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top Walleye pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969.
Aaron, you're all set?
Great, thanks.
Mike, thanks for doing that discount double check. You saved us hundreds.
What was that?
The discount double check? It's when we comb through your policies to make sure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve.
No, I get that part, but you guys are doing my move.
The discount double check move?
It's my touchdown dance.
So you're a dancer?
No, I'm a quarterback.
Oh, quarterback.
More.
I'm a robot. Get out of here.
Get to a better state, State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Kids, the breakfast is ready. Eat up. Your friend's gonna be here pretty soon.
I'll be there in a second.
Have a great day.
My friend's here, I'm leaving.
Be safe. Come home right after school.
All right, see ya.
Wow, your dads are really looking out for you.
That's not my dad. That's my family's financial advisor, Mr. Sullivan.
Sullivan Financial, looking out for your investments and your family.
Back to the rush. The Glenwood Hockey Club faced Decatur last Wednesday at the Nelson Center, and also a week from that they took on SHG. Titans win in those games with only one win. Let's go ahead and bring in Brock Thornton, Titan senior in the hockey club. Thanks for coming on, Brock.
No problem.
Dressed in the hockey attire.
Yeah, I had to break out the hockey attire today.
Yeah.
So Brock, how far have you guys come since the beginning of the season? And like what problems have you faced?
You know, honestly, we've kind of gotten off to a rough start. One of the main factors is we haven't really had a good amount of players. That's one of our setbacks this year, but the main thing is we've been working hard and we've been putting everything out on the ice. So.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this highlight.
And this would be the Titans and the Flames.
Yep. Decatur was 4-2 headed into this game. They last beat Glenwood in Decatur 6-3. Starting off, Decatur's Jack Locke will take the puck, and he'll score an unassisted goal past Jacob Brandon in the second period. Then Jake Vance, he'll have 3 penalties on the day. He'll skate up the ice, and he'll score early in the third period, but here he'll take a shot and miss wide.
Now, Jake's a sophomore, and Brock, and talk about him and some of the younger players have really been stepping.
You know, I'll tell you what, a lot of these younger players, you know, me as a new hockey player, it's fun to watch. Yeah. Jake Vance, all these younger guys, Brandon Hay, a few others. You got to give credit to all of them. They're all phenomenal players, and they're working hard every day.
Jake Brandon had a save. He's your senior leader at goal. Jack Locke scores another goal for the Flames. But talk about what Jake Brandon's done in the goal for pretty much 4 years.
Well, pretty much without Jake Brandon, we would not be the team we are at all. We've come a long way with his help, so he's really the leader of our team, and we really rely on him every night.
And Kellerman, they're able to score another goal, tack on another one for Decatur. Glenwood not able to win this one. It's a closer game, though. Decatur will pull off the victory 6-4. Brandon Hay and Jake Vance both with 1 goal.
So, Brock, then after that, a week after that one, you got your rivalry game against SHG. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard, the Titans and SHG. And, Brock, this was a game where you thought maybe you have some more guys out, but SHG played solid defense, even though Jake Brandon had 45 saves. SHG took it 5-1.
Yeah, that's really true. You know, we battled hard, but, you know, sometimes tide turns the wrong way. So SHG had some key plays and some key goals. So we worked hard, but weren't quite able to do that one.
Something that you guys can definitely improve on while you start hitting more of the final stretch. So Brock, thanks for coming on and good luck
problem.
The
Thanks
rest
for having
of
me.
the season. The next hockey game will be on Monday at 8:30 against Springfield High.
The 2014 Glenwood dance team is excelling to incredible standards, heading into IDTA State this Saturday after tallying 85 points in their competition over the weekend. The Rush's Trace Davidson has more.
The 2014 Glenwood dance team ranked first place in this year's IDTA competition. Seniors Melissa Britton and Katie Allen feel that their preparation will pay off this season.
During a game, we really just get together and we just pump each other up a lot. But before a competition, we really do focus a lot. We stretch, we make sure we know what we're doing. We always ask each other questions and stuff. It's just really fun though too.
Before games, like the week of, we usually have technique practices on Monday. And then Tuesday and Thursday, we just really work on like our dances and critiquing each other just to be the best we can be. But especially for competition, because it's so much different than our games, because we just have to get awards and to go to state and stuff. So we always work a lot harder.
Going into competition, the team firmly believes that their strategy for performing and improving their technique will meet the judges' standards at state this Saturday.
80 and above always goes to state, and we actually got an 85, so that was really cool. We were the only people in our category that qualified for state. So we just go out there with an open mind, just trying to do the best we can, just hoping that we can get that 80 or above.
The coach strongly agrees on how the dances are improving.
Just so proud of them. I knew that these girls were such hard workers, especially since I've seen my seniors for 4 years. I know what they're capable of, and I just love that they've pushed it so much, and they've gotten better every year since they've been on the team and helped the other girls that are on the team as well. All of them, seniors, juniors, sophomore, and freshmen, they're all doing a great job.
From the Rush, I'm Trace Davidson.
Well, the girls will be heading to Morris this Saturday for IDTA. The Lady Titans basketball team played Peoria Richwoods and Quincy Notre Dame this past week. Let's go ahead and take a look at the results here from girls basketball. They first had a makeup game from when it was so much snow. They made up with Richwoods. They lost to Richwoods at the State Farm Classic. This time, though, Titans on the winning end in a big way. They win by 17 thanks to Marker Bandy stepping up in the role position with 12 points. Now let's go ahead and take a look at another graphic here, and let's go ahead and take a look here. We got another one to share with you. This is when the Lady Titans battled QND, and this one didn't go the Titans' way. The Lady Raiders 75-39. Mary Beth Hugenberg leading the way for last year's Class 3A state champion Lady Raiders with 18 points. Nikki Hogan chipped in 11 for the Titans. Yesterday, the Lady Titans fell to Springfield High by a score of 55-40. The Glenwood girls are heading to the Eden Tournament in Lincoln this weekend with games carrying into next week. The Rush is going to take our last commercial break. When we come back, Eric Burklow will bring you the top 3 plays for this week. And also up next is the weekly debate with Ben Lex and Luke Rectenwal, the Glenwood Show Choir, who had a big weekend. So let's go ahead and
Well, Mr. Raji, we could save you hundreds by doing a discount double check.
Not you too, Raji. You're on my team. You know that's my move.
The discount double check?
No, it's my touchdown dance, man.
Here we go again. Sir, you're not even doing it right. Raji, drop it.
Show me what you got, Raji.
What is this?
Come on now. You said you were a dancer.
Where are you going, buddy? Come on back.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Fat Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top walleye and pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969.
Welcome back to The Rush. I'm Eric Burkle with the top 3 plays of Glenwood Sports this week. Let's start the countdown with play number 3 last Friday night as Glenwood played Springfield High at home. Peyton Allen grabs the rebound and goes coast to coast for the layup to help Glenwood beat the Senators 60-48. On the play number 2, we continue with basketball. This game time from the Bowl in Jacksonville against Quincy Notre Dame. Peyton Allen again with this time with a huge dunk early in the game as he leads the Titans to a 58-46 win to start the county. And the number 1 play at Glenwood Sports this week is to the SHG Snowballers. Rush's own co-director CJ Carter plays the way to keep away with the mic and pulls off a juke move video courtesy of Erica Moses. Now let's send it back to Danny for the weekly debate.
We're on the debate set here with Luke Rectenwal and Ben Lex. Luke Rectenwal, Ben Lex. But CJ maybe should have stuck with football with those juke moves there.
No doubt.
We poke way too much fun on CJ the show that we should. He's a good sport though about it. So first of all, before we jump into the debate, Glenwood Show Choir last weekend had a big weekend in Mount Zion. You guys want to talk about that and what the preparation went into that and how you guys ended up taking that one in Mount Zion?
I mean, just going into it, we had a lot of strong focus throughout the entire show choir rehearsals, everything. We've been putting everything we've got into it. Sophie's been getting on us really hard for it. It's been a good time.
So really, it's not just the coach. It's not just Mr. Guimar. It's the other participants as well, Ben, really getting on you guys to get going. You guys are actually ranked 11th in the nation for show choir groups.
Yeah, and that was definitely a big win in Mount Zion. You know, it's a lot of the seniors kind of having to set the standards and make sure everyone's doing what they need to be doing.
And that taking down a Wheaton-Warrenville South, who I hear is a big show choir power, if you will.
Yes, Wheaton's one of the biggest show choirs in the nation, and they've always been. They win national stuff. That was a good win. I'm glad we got to pull it off.
Now let's go into debate time. Giving show choir a little love. We gave dance choir a little bit of recognition beforehand. I'm in a giving mood today. So let's go ahead with the Seahawks or the Broncos in Super Bowl 48 in chilly East Rutherford, New Jersey. Start with Ben, then we'll go down to Luke. Hawks or Bronx?
Gotta go Hawks, no doubt.
The Seahawks, and why do you think that is? Russell Wilson, we'll talk about Richard Sherman a little later.
Just a better team.
Just simple as that. Simple as that. Moving on to Luke Rectenwal.
The Broncos. The Broncos will. I think they will prevail. I mean, you have Peyton Manning, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. How are you going to stop him when he's hot throughout the entire season? I don't think he's going to let go.
And one of your soccer teammates, Anthony Gregg, I know he's a big Broncos fan.
Absolutely.
So you know who he is going to root for. So, assuming you at least watched or saw the interview of the NFC title game with Richard Sherman, and some people have been calling him a thug, even though he went to Stanford, graduate of, I think, high school with like a 4.0 GPA.
Yeah, really
he's a smart dude, but really got into it the post-game interview of Erin Andrews, and she looks scared for her life. Ben, we'll start if you go down to Luke. What would your reaction be when Richard Sherman gave his answer post-game?
Well, I would be supporting him definitely because I don't think anything he said was wrong. They violated the 15 minutes after the game. They usually have a 15-minute period.
Cool down, that is true.
Cool, so I think he's perfectly within his standards to say that.
And he's catching a lot of flack for it, though, Luke Rectenwal.
Yeah, I'd probably give him a hug. I feel like he needs a hug.
Because he was dissing Michael Crabtree, receiver for Sam Strand.
But at the same time, he did go over and try to shake his hand. I mean, he was saying good game, and he kind of pushed him away. So
he kind of slapped him on the butt as well. That's what.
I guess, yeah, it probably provoked a little bit. But yeah, I'd probably give Richard Sherman a hug, I think.
What would you do with that if he went over and he just made a game-saving play in your position, and he comes over and slaps you on the behind? What would you do after that? Punch him in the face, or again give him a hug?
Well, I wouldn't punch him because of the helmet.
That's a good point.
You know,
That's very true.
But I'd probably chirp him up a little bit. I'd probably say
go right
stop.
back at him.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go. Final question over to the Winter Olympics in Sochi. Will you guys be tuning in? We'll start with Ben, and if so, why and for what really specific events?
Well, there's two big ones that I'm going to be watching a lot, and that's the first one's going to be bobsledding. I'm a big supporter of the Jamaican bobsled team.
Cool.
They're trying to raise money. They had to get $80,000, I think, and I think they're going to make it. So I'm definitely going to be rooting them on. But when I go to Winter Olympics, curling is definitely my sport to watch.
Yes, definitely. I'm a big snowboard kind of guy. I don't know if Shaun White made it in.
Well, they got they got the Winter X Games going on right now.
Yeah, because those are going on at the moment. But I'm along with Ben. I'm a curler myself.
Yeah.
What, at the Nelson Center you go and curl?
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. All the time. Actually, yeah, 2 times a week.
Wow, you're regular.
Yeah, I'm regular.
And another big part here of the Winter Olympics is because of Gracie Gold, who is from Chatham. She actually moved from California to Chatham. She went to Glenwood here for her freshman year, then went to Chicago, and I think to California again to be with her coach, which is pretty much what we have to do to get in there.
Yeah.
You pay any attention to figure skating, which normally I wouldn't tune into, but with Gracie Gold, pride of Glenwood High School for 1 year, made it in nationals.
Absolutely, and she broke records with that, so definitely we'll be supporting her throughout her process.
Ben, does that strike your fancy at all?
Oh, of course. I'm quite the figure skating fanatic.
So you would still tune in,
I would,
no matter what?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Both male and female?
No, just female.
Just female?
Yeah.
Fair enough, and we'll end the show on that here. Guys, thanks for coming on again. Congrats and good luck towards the show choir towards the end here.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, guys. All right, that's it for this week's edition of The Rush. Remember, the County Market Winter Classic is tonight at 6:30 against Rochester. Titans also play 2 games tomorrow at 10 and 8, 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. Wrestling also at 11 o'clock here at GHS in the small gym. So, other than that, IDTA dance, a bunch of other big things going on. So, thanks for tuning in, and that's it. We gone.